Really great to be with you all. My name is Paul Tarry, and I'm the Director of People in Oasis, and I'm joined by...
Oh, hi everyone. This is Nargis from Oasis Academy Hubmore. I work here as a Community Development Officer, and we work with the community and we transform lives, and we love it.
That's brilliant, Nargis. Thank you. It's great to be with you, Paul. Great to be with you, Nargis, and great to be with everyone as well. My name's Dave Bailey. I'm Oasis's Theology and Learning Specialist. So I'm going to hand over to Paul now as he talks about the apprenticeship scheme at Hobmore with Nargis. Paul.
Brilliant. Thanks, David. It's great to share some of the things that we've been doing in Oasis, and it was wonderful to hear from Joe and Dwayne earlier talking around our advocacy roles in the curriculum and our staff networks. And one of the really exciting things we're doing is developing apprenticeships. And I was lucky enough to work with Nargis for several years as a principal at Hobmore, where we really grew and developed a programme of apprenticeships, didn't we, Nargis? I wonder if you could explain to people some of the work that we've done together.
We basically started from the very beginning, where we actually offered functional skills and then build up on functional skills to level 2, level 3 teaching assistants, offering those ladies, about 32, 33 ladies every year, a full year placement at our academy, which was a really win-win situation. Academy really benefit from it, and the ladies benefited from it, having a place to gain their experience. And over about 100 ladies that are now in actually paid employment. They've gone and joined agencies. Some of them have been able to secure a permanent employment. So it's been a wonderful, sometimes very challenging as well, but very, very rewarding journey here.
Brilliant. I think some of the success and the things we learned now, it was about overcoming barriers that perhaps stopped people being able to join the apprenticeships programme. And I wonder if you could tell people some of the ways that we did that.
Definitely. Some of the mums here who actually stayed home, probably some of them 8 years, 10 years, just looked after the children, stay at home moms. So when you stay home, you don't use your skills sometimes, you lose confidence. So that's what happened, that they didn't have the confidence to actually go somewhere and go and travel to the main city centre, to the college. So what we did is we brought the courses to them here at the hub. So it was really easy for them to drop the children off in the hub, in the academy, and come to the hub and join the courses. And it's become a really trusted place where, you know, they can come and they can learn, they can make friends, carry out their placement, and then still be able to learn to be a professional as well, work with the wonderful staff that we have here. And it's really broken those barriers that, yes, we can actually go and we can do something, with obviously our help. It's been an amazing journny for them.
Talked about our help there, Nargis, and I know your relationships and supporting people through the application process and all of those things has been a major part of the success. And I know you talk really inspiringly about changing lives, and just maybe just as we close on some of your reflections on the difference and the ripple effect that it's had.
We have a story here every single day, really. If we were to pile them together, we will have hundreds of stories. But yes, I know women personally who have gone into employment after doing the courses with us, and it's really had a big effect on the family, where there's somebody in employment now. It's given the children a role model. They've come off the benefits. It's transformed their lives. It's made their life better by coming off the benefits. Those are the results that we are seeing personally day to day.
Fantastic. Thanks so much, Nargis. Just such fantastic work. And David, I know we're taking some of the learning from Hobmore and other things into the wider initiative in Oasis.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Paul, and thank you, Nargis. Just such inspirational and transformational work that you've been involved with there at Hobmore, and it's just brilliant to hear those stories and to hear your passion for that work as well. And we're taking that learning that's been developed there, and we are kind of thinking about how we can develop our own apprenticeship course training in Oasis. So what we've done as Oasis is we've joined the Register of Approved Training Providers, which is run by the Department of Education. That enables us to run and train our own apprenticeships in Oasis. And we've learned that about those barriers that have been there. If you followed the Break the Cycle conference over the last few years, you'll know that we commissioned an academic report by Dr. Gabriella Beckles-Raymond, and that report highlighted the intersectional injustices involved in initial teacher training, and it highlighted the barriers that Black and global majority people face. So what we've done is we've taken that learning from Hogmore and we've taken that learning from the academic report, and we are creating our own TA level 3 apprenticeships for Black and global majority people. And what we've been able to do is, right from the start, we've been able to identify the barriers that people face in applying for courses and dismantle those barriers. We've thought about the curriculum to make it really, really inclusive. And the whole thing is being driven by Oasis's ethos of inclusion. It's the whole process is being driven by that notion of inclusion, to include people into that training. So as Nargis talked about, that transformation of communities can happen. And the idea is that we're going to run it in 3 centres across the UK. We're going to run it out of Manchester, we're going to run it in Birmingham, and we're going to run it in Bristol. We're going to start small, and we're going to start at level 3 TA, but in time we want to move that on to level 6 initial teacher training and beyond into educational leadership. But we're not there yet. We are in the process and the start of this process, and it's in a really exciting place to be. Paul.
Brilliant. Thanks, David. Thanks, Nargis. Thanks, everybody. Really been a real pleasure to share with you some of the things that we're doing, trying to overcome barriers. It's great to be part of the day today. I'm going to hand back over now to Steve. Thanks, everyone.